We will start with an opening statement from head coach and then go to questions for the student athletes only.
The biggest thing I want to say is sat in here a couple of days ago and asked BBN to come out. Boy, they come out tonight. So thank you for the support. Meant a lot for us all year, and especially this game. And excited to move on.
I guess for Sophia and Mars, you guys also both following on from what Troy just said, just talking about the crowd, the energy tonight, and all the people in Big League Nation that came out to support you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it goes a long way. It was a great crowd. We had great energy from everyone on the bench, everyone in the stands, and it was fun. It was a good environment.
Yeah, it's crazy how much of a difference it makes when you have the support of not only your teammates, but the students and community here as well. It makes a big difference, like providing energy. I mean, that was a grind. It was 90 minutes, 2 overtimes, and all that, so we really appreciate it.
And Mars, just the way that you played in the match, finishing up regulation with the double save, having that huge save in overtime, how much did that, I guess, flow into the confidence you had for the penalty kick shootout?
I mean, obviously, as a goalkeeper, when you're making saves, you're getting more confident. So just tried to do what I can to help the team, keep them out of the goal as best as I could.
And just what was your mentality during the shootout? Obviously, you had that first save that they called back for being off your line, but just, where are you kind of mentally and just how are you feeling, going up against those shot takers?
I mean, I felt good. All the pressure's on the shooter. They should score every time. So if I make a save, that's good on me. If they score, they should. So no pressure on me.
All right, there's no further student athletes. We will dismiss them to the locker room, and we will have questions for head coach.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming, guys. Be kind.
Questions for head coach?
Just Troy, how are you feeling after all that? Obviously, a lot of ups and downs in that match, probably a lot of high stress on your end. Just
Not too much.
Yeah.
Not too much. No, it feels great. I think, you look to my left, meaning Mars, and she hasn't been busy most of the season. And came up huge, just not in PKs, but in the flow of the game. And we needed her tonight. I think, in the first half we were pretty good, and maybe towards a little bit of the end of the first half struggled a little bit. Second half came out. Obviously, this group has always responded when we've given up goals, and they found another one and tied the game, and they had a couple opportunities, just didn't put them away. And then, wanted to say it was on purpose, but we sort of sat back a little bit too much. But we felt like as long as we kept them in front of us, they weren't too dangerous. But I give them credit; they were be able to at times get behind us, and that's when we needed Mars to come up with a save. So, yes, a little bit of a roller coaster, but sometimes you've always been on the opposite end of PKs, and it's a tough one to lose. But excited to move on.
I mean, obviously, they go ahead. You guys answered pretty quickly through Maddie. And how important did you feel that was? 'Cause especially even after she equalized, you guys had a 10, 15-minute spell where you hit the post twice and were really on top of the game. But did you feel just getting that equalizer so quick really helped kind of flip the dynamic back in you guys' favor?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think, a couple of games that we have not gotten a result, we've given up a goal and we've chased the game, and then sometimes that becomes hard. So to be able to respond that quick definitely gave us the momentum back. So we need that because, again, there's been times where we've given up a goal and we've pressed, and the ball hasn't bounced our way, and tonight the ball bounced our way.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned just the result, not only to equalize quickly, but to come through in penalty kicks as well, with those, girls scoring goals, saving shots. What about this team just allows them to be so resilient to battle back and to ultimately come through like they did tonight?
It's a group that doesn't take themselves too serious in a good way. They come in and they compete. We've practiced PKs here and there. We have some male practice players that we've thrown in goal too to sort of spice things up and make things a little bit more creative. But it's a group that always competes, for most part. And, in the momentum at times, just like any soccer game, is going to go your way, and sometimes it's not, and they kept to it. And, again, excited to move on.
Yeah, and you mentioned, it's a group that doesn't take themselves too seriously, but what was your final message to them, before they depart after the shootout?
Congratulations. Some things I can't repeat, but congratulations.
I mean, just for yourself, I know, you don't like to look, too far in the picture, too far forward or too far back, but for this accomplishment, first tournament appearance in a decade, first tournament win in a decade. I know there's more to come. You guys will have Notre Dame next, but just what does this mean, if you can put it into words now, just the gravity of the moment and what it means for the program's trajectory?
I think it's huge. I spoke to somebody about 3 years ago when I was in Milwaukee when I first took this job and talked about where the program was and expectations. And, to see it sort of grow from year 1 to 2 to 2 to 3 now, and taking that next step is huge. And it's just the support staff, the admin. You look at the facilities. I mean, you look at the pitch today, was amazing. So the whole support of the UK BBN is huge, and that's one of the reasons why I came, is for that support. So just excited for everybody in the athletic department and the community to see the program obviously moving forward.
And lastly, from me at least, obviously you guys had a bit of a longer layoff than you probably would have liked following Tennessee in the SEC tournament to now. You guys have a bit more of a layoff as well before you played Notre Dame in the second round. Just, is there anything you identified or just a kind of coaching technique that you approached that first layoff with that maybe you'll repeat, or some kind of secret sauce thing that to keep you focused with the match still ahead?
Yeah, believe it or not, it's just really communicating with the group and seeing where legs are. Obviously, you have a couple of days off, and then probably have to leave Tuesday or Wednesday for, I'm assuming, Mississippi State to play down at Notre Dame. Play Notre Dame there because you're saying Notre Dame advanced.
Yeah.
So take a couple of days off. Actually, maybe one day off and go back at it on Sunday. Look, they're not too happy about. No, I'm just kidding. But take a day off. But obviously, just check legs, make sure everybody's healthy. But nothing too crazy. I mean, we're almost 4 months in, so if we don't know what we're doing at this point, you can point that at me. That's on me.
All good?
I'm good.
Thank you.